What type of neuron carries signals to the brain? The right option is option B, sensory neurons. The outer layer of the cerebrum is called. The right option is option B, cortex. Which part of the brain processes auditory information? The right option is option C, temporal lobe. Which of these is part of the brain stem? The right option is option C, pons. Which brain part helps in forming new memories? The right option is option A, hippocampus. Which part is linked with emotion and fear? The right option is option B, amygdala. Which part controls automatic functions like heartbeat? The right option is option B, medulla oblongata. Cerebrospinal fluid is found in the. The right option is option A, ventricles. Which part controls voluntary muscles? The right option is option B, cerebrum. Which cells protect and nourish neurons? The right option is option B, glial cells. What is the function of the thalamus? The right option is option B, relay sensory information. What connects the two hemispheres of the brains? The right option is option C, corpus callosum. Which lobe is involved in decision making and problem solving? The right option is option A, frontal. Which part of the brain is the center for hunger and thirst? The right option is option C, hypothalamus. Which area is responsible for speech production? The right option is option B, Broca area. The largest part of the human brain is. The right option is option C, cerebrum. Which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? The right option is option B, cerebellum. Which part of the brain regulates heartbeat and breathing? The right option is option B, medulla oblongata. The brain is protected by. The right option is option A, skull. Which lobe of the brain is responsible for vision? The right option is option C, occipital. The brain uses approximately what percent of the body energy? The right option is option C, 20%. Which structure regulates body temperature? The right option is option B, hypothalamus. What is the function of the parietal lobe? The right option is option B, sensory processing. Which system includes the brain and spinal cord? The right option is option C, central nervous system. Which part helps in posture and balance? The right option is option A, cerebellum. What does MRI stand for in brain imaging? The right option is option B, magnetic resonance imaging. Which part is involved in smell processing? The right option is option B, olfactory bulb. Which neurotransmitter is associated with mood? The right option is option B, serotonin. Damage to Broca area affects. The right option is option C, speech production. Which membrane covers the brain and spinal cord? The right option is option C, meninges. Which side of the brain is more involved in creativity? The right option is option B, right. Which brain area regulates sleep-wake cycles? The right option is option B, hypothalamus. Which neuron type connects sensory and motor neurons? The right option is option B, interneurons. Which imaging technique shows brain activity in real time? The right option is option D, PET scan. What is the brain learning center? The right option is option B, hippocampus. The left hemisphere generally controls. The right option is option B, right side of body. Which protects neurons and speed up transmission? The right option is option C, myelin sheath. Brain stem connects the brain to the. The right option is option C, spinal cord. What is brain plasticity? The right option is option C, brain's ability to change and adapt. Which part of the brain is most involved in reasoning? The right option is option B, frontal lobe.